Hey guys, happy Wednesday. It's time for our last of our series of the gift of entrepreneurship. Okay, so maybe some of you have always wanted to be an entrepreneur. Maybe some of you had no idea, like when getting your business started, that that's really what you were doing. And so today I want to talk a little bit about vision, because where there is no vision, the people will perish. And so I have a vision for my future. I have a vision for our future. Do you have a vision for your future? What a vision is it a preferred future. A preferred future. And so it's imagination, it's a dream, it's thinking about things that you would like to have in a different way. It demands change. A vision demands change, and it also demands action. And so I know that all those years ago, I was praying for something that would look like freedom and flexibility, create my own schedule, make unlimited income, put my God first, family second, career third, all the things. And as that was happening, of course, God was working behind the scenes and bringing into my life, preparing me and bringing into my life this business. I didn't really think that this was the right thing for me, because that was not on my radar, but I was wise enough to realize that, sometimes you just have to go through the window or the door to see where it might take you. And so praying for an opportunity or looking for opportunities all around you can help your vision be created, even if it doesn't make sense, right? Like I always say, sometimes you just do what you know the next step is, even if it doesn't make sense. If somebody's on your heart to call, or to take the next step, or to do a course, or to do some training, or to reach out, like just using that inner knower is super important to that next step. It's in that walk of obedience that takes us to our vision, to our success. But having a vision of your preferred future and taking time to think over and over and over, what does that vision look like for you? What does your preferred future look like? And the more you think about that, then you start to brainstorm, you start to imagine, you start to, take steps in action. And we don't have the vision and then it all figured out. It's working through it. It's thinking through that vision. The other thing that I know is in the gift of entrepreneurship is when you do have a vision, it affects other people. And really, most of us want to make an impact on other people's lives, right? Like we do things initially for us, maybe the discount, maybe to make a little extra cash. But when we really think about, wow, the impact we could have on a ripple effect of people's lives, our customers, our family, our team members, their families, the ripple effect can be pretty significant. And so what kind of impact do you want to make? And when you start to envision the kind of impact you could have because of who you are, the greatness that's in you, the gifts and talents that are in you, and that only you can have that same impact on the people, the opportunities that come your way. All right, so vision does require courageous action on an idea. So if you have an idea, it doesn't have to be perfected, doesn't have to be all the answers, just take a step. And then that idea and that step will lead you to the next step. I always say the process produces the champion. So just follow the process, follow the system, create a system. We don't rise to the level of our goals, we fall to the level of our systems. And a goal is, is a different thing than a vision. A vision is your preferred future. A goal is an achievement, and it kind of stops there. Okay. In the book Visioneering by Andy Stanley, he talks about praying for an opportunity, be open and available. So I guess I was open and available all those years ago when I was praying for an opportunity, not this one, but an opportunity. I planted a lot of seeds. In other words, I kept moving forward in my prayer. I kept moving forward in activity. I kept my eyes wide open, my heart open. And then once I became a consultant and started my entrepreneurship, then I continued to do the steps every single day. I was very consistent and very obedient to whatever God put on my heart, even if it was scary. because I had a vision of where I wanted to go, of what my preferred future looked like. And it was for me not going back to a corporate job. It was for me not working for somebody else. For me, it was having unlimited income. For me, it was freedom and flexibility to create a life for myself and my family. For me, it was making an impact on other women. For me, it was thinking, oh my gosh, if I could share this with other people and I could mentor and train and teach them what I have learned, and they could have an impact in their family and make a difference in their finances and their faith and all the things, that would be amazing. So with that vision and that heart, even when it got hard, I kept going. And that's what a vision does. A vision pulls you forward even when it doesn't feel fun. Even when you get frustrated, even when you don't want to do it, but planting seeds, watering those seeds, and going with expectation that what you are sowing has great rewards. Live in expectation of great things are happening to me. Great things are happening for me. And thinking those thoughts is every day something great happens for me, right? And things happen for us, not to us. That's a shift in my brain that somebody said a little while back. And I'm like, yeah, because, we can say, oh, that happened to me, and good or bad. But if you start saying that happened for me and look for the opportunity, the goodness, the lesson, the possibilities, what God wanted me to know about that can really move us forward. So we also grow into our vision. All right. So you might have a really big vision. I had a really big vision. I was nowhere prepared for that vision. But as I took the steps, as we move forward, as we plant seeds, as we are obedient, as we walk forward, the gift of entrepreneurship, of having a vision for your preferred future and walking it out every day, even when it gets crazy, even when it gets tough, keeping that vision in front of you. So the gift of entrepreneurship is to be able to imagine your vision and a preferred future. Hope you've enjoyed this series. Something new on the horizon. Have a great, amazing day, and go out and do the and then some.